Before I start this review, I would just like to ask one question. Should we be worried about Japan? Do they need, like, mental help or something? Because I feel like we should send a doctor or something at least. DtermiNATION! Hello everybody, this is Dakoda from DtermiNATION coming at you with another episode of Doin' Movies. And today, on this episode of Doin' Movies, I'm gonna be honest. This movie does not deserve an introduction. So let's just jump right in so I can resume killing myself, shall we? This is zombie-ass Toilet of the Dead. People told me to review this movie.
I did.
Fuck you. People told me to review this movie. People actually like this movie. This wasn't going anywhere. I just wanted you to know that. There's a lot of gross shit in this movie, and they did a very good job at making shit and vomit look more disgusting than it usually does. That said, I'll only be showing the tame parts of this movie today, but let it be known, you should still probably fear for your life. So the movie opens up with this scientist doing some type of medical work on his daughter. No explanation at all, he starts boxing this zombie, and then we get this wonderful little nugget of cinema, followed by a lens flare glowing butthole. Good start, movie. Good start. We are then introduced to the main characters of this movie. Names and dialogue? Don't even worry about it. You will either be watching this movie or deciphering its subtitles. Why? Because if the subtitles aren't at least 30 seconds behind, then they will only be on the screen for about 1/800th of a millisecond to make up for the fact that another subtitle a while back decided that it was going to stay up 10 minutes after the line was spoken. You know what? It'll just be easier if you just go learn Japanese. It's fine, don't even worry about it. Anyway, now getting back to this literal pile of shit. The driver apparently got high as fuck before driving all of his friends around in this giant metal death machine. So they pull over. The terrible driving causes the only redeeming part of this movie, stereotypical anime man, to get sick. Holy shit. Then they get back on their merry way. Where are they going? Well, one of the women in the group is an actress. And she wants to be skinny forever. So she does the only logical thing. She brings a van full of people into the woods to catch fish, cut them open, and feed her tapeworms. No. Go ahead, Japan. I will follow you on this one. I'm already along for the ride. So they all go out into the water to try and catch a fish. Good goddamn, look how fucking majestic that fish is. It's so graceful. So our main character, Sailor Moon, tries to convince the actress not to eat this wiggly-ass worm, but ends up just pushing her over the edge. Asian Willie Nelson stumbles off into the woods and ends up running into Sailor Moon, gets a little rough, she curb stomps his nutsack. Another chunk of media that tells me all 15-year-old Japanese girls know how to do karate. The guy's girlfriend shows up with everybody else asking what happened, but before Sailor Moon gets a chance to explain, they hear screaming. The obviously zombie man comes stumbling out of the woods, and the group assumes he's there to tell them that it isn't trout season and they have to leave. Now that was my sound effect, but for a second there you actually thought that was part of the movie. Quick! Everyone get back to the van and get the fuck out of it! Hold the fucking phone. You drove off into the middle of the woods, and somebody jacked your fucking ride? How bad is shit over in Japan? With no way out of the woods, they run around randomly until they find this small village. The actress almost instantaneously has the urge to shit her own heart. I'm gonna go ahead and not show that part. And I'm also gonna go ahead and not show the part where the zombies climb out of the outhouse covered in shit. The group is chased into one of the houses. Sailor Moon finds herself an axe and goes to town. realize how much more technologically advanced Japan is compared to the rest of us. They have unlimited, never reloading, fully automatic shotguns that they have cleverly disguised as double barrel shotguns to throw us off the trail. Oh, and this little beautiful quote right here. You will never hear those words in that exact order spoken ever again. You just ate an eyeball. That happened. Are we going to talk about that? Okay, I guess we're not going to talk about that. The group is rescued by the scientist from the beginning of the movie and are taken back to his lab. He feeds them spaghetti. Yes, that is important. This guy's head explodes because I guess the parasite he picked up from the bite earlier doesn't react well to drugs. And then we finally get some backstory for our main character. We find out through dream sequence flashback that Sailor Moon had a younger sister who is now dead. Why is she dead? She killed herself. Why did she kill herself? Because this happened. Japan, where doing things we can't control in a private bathroom is motive enough to kill yourself. I get that they're super into honor and pride and family, and on a personal level I think that's actually pretty cool, but don't you think you're taking it a little bit too far? I've painted the back patio magenta, when in fact it should have been painted burnt sienna. I have dishonored my family. I will now commit seppuku. These two get naked for some reason, and then the characters of this movie decide that 50 minutes in is the perfect moment to start adding plot and character development. The scientist's daughter has some form of leukemia and has too many white blood cells, and the only cure for this form of leukemia is to allow these zombie worm parasites to enter her body and eat the extra. I'm gonna try and explain this to you, but also myself at the same time real quick. The scientist infected the villagers to make worms, which in return makes zombies. The worms create the zombies carry the worms, the scientist kills the zombies and takes the worms to feed his daughter. Before one goes in, the one already in has to come out. Is this to make sure she doesn't turn into a zombie? Am I reading way too far into this? Probably. I'm just surprised at how well this dumb idea is holding water right now. There is a strange lack of plot holes here. So the scientist attacks Sailor Moon, attempting to capture her, explaining that the spaghetti that they all ate was infected. Sailor Moon shows off more of her sweet-ass ability to do bitch and axe kicks. Don't forget the antidote. No, seriously, don't forget that. Okay, never mind. And then they waddle away. The group doesn't make it too far before one of them realizes, oh wait, we forgot the antidote! Getting real tired of this shit, I really am. Girlfriend and stereotypical anime man. Just gonna take the time to show you why I've been calling him that. Let's just take a second. They definitely saw you go behind there. That tree is not big enough for both. They definitely see you. You should... Oh, never mind. Girlfriend and stereotypical anime man are eventually surrounded by what are referred to from this point on as ass men. They give chase on all fours, ass first, for reasons, and then chase the group into some warehouse. Meanwhile, Sailor Moon has a ninja fight with the scientist's daughter because... when the main character finally makes it back to them, it is too late. Stereotypical anime man has already Terminator 2 Judgment Day'd, and the girlfriend is now the Worm Queen's puppet. Oh, by the way, the Worm Queen is inside the actress. You guys can find the problems in that concept on your own time. Sailor Moon nail guns them both to death and saves the oh, Jesus Christ, nightmare fuel! The daughter joins the fight and then... You guys don't have to be watching this. A lot of people have done this exact thing in less retarded ways. I'm just gonna mix in a bunch of other cool and ridiculous Japanese shit with this, and you will not be able to tell the difference.
It's over 9,000! What, 9,000?
The battle is over, Sailor Moon saved the world, and she can now randomly limp away, presumably because she tripped on a stick leaving the woods. So that was Zombie-Ass Toilet of the Dead. It was definitely a thing. I would like to be able to say that I dislike this movie due to cultural boundaries, but I actually really love a lot about the Japanese culture. Yes, it can seem very, very strange to me at some moments, but I can usually get behind it. But this? I guess if I had to sum up this movie in one word, it would have to be Japan. I'm now going to end this video attempting to unburn any bridges that I have done up until this point by singing the Japanese people their national anthem. I don't know how to speak Japanese, so I'm just gonna Google it and do my best. Is it, would you say Gaio? Is that how they say it? K-I-M-I, gay. Oh. I don't know what the music is, so I don't know how to do this. I'm just gonna randomly sing it. Kimi ga yo wa chiyo nayo chiyo nayo Sabari ishi no wa o tunarite koki no masumaid. I'm sure that's really beautiful when sang correctly. That actually sounds really nice. I'm probably completely off my asshole right now, but whatever. I don't want to salute people. That's fucking weird. You like that? You like this? You like it? Yeah. You like that? You like this bitch? You like that? You like some of that? I love you guys. I'll check you guys later.